In this episode, we're going to break down how we can use the weekly pulse reporting workflow 1 and workflow 2. Firstly, it's important to mention what is the reason there is two workflows for this particular concept. Well, we require one workflow to run some of the actions and collect some of the data, and then we require another workflow to actually give us that data and execute on that. So let's dive in. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and we're going to find the weekly pulse reporting workflow 1, and we're going to use this template. If we open this up, the first thing that you'll be greeted with is that we have to configure a new search. So what is a pulse report? Well, a pulse report is basically going to be giving us a weekly update, a monthly update, a daily update, however often you would want it on a saved search. So what we're going to do here is we're going to configure this. And in this case, I'm just going to select the search for Trigify. And what's happening here is this is going to add to the database when a post comes in, the date that it was posted, and the actual text of the post itself. It's that simple. All we then need to do is hit publish and make sure that this is enabled. And you can also run a test workflow just to make sure that everything is working correctly. The only other thing to mention here is you will want to go ahead and create a new table. In this one, I've called it Pulse Reporting Brand Mentions. And this is a table where I'm going to be storing information about my brand. If we move across to then the Pulse Reporting 2. Now, this looks a little bit different. Here we're using a scheduled trigger. A scheduled trigger basically means you can set the cadence of when this workflow runs. So here I'm going to say, I want this workflow to run daily, and I want it to message me on a Monday at 9 a.m. GMT time. So I'm going to update that configuration, which is there. Then it goes through to this agent where we're using 4.5. And this agent basically says, you are going to provide me with a weekly report. Your job is to search the web first to get the correct date. Then your job is to look at the social media mentions you have inside of your context table, aka your memory, pulse reporting brand mentions, which is the table that I've equipped it with down here. So ensure you're equipping it with the right table. And it's going to tell me 1, how many mentions have you received this week? And then 2, the summary of the mentions and what they've been talking about. And then 3, flag anything that you think is urgent for me to review, i.e. a complaint, issue saying our tools are bad, or to use other tools instead, etc. Respond with only this information. And then it's going to send me a Slack message to a particular channel. So go ahead and configure the channel that you want it to be sent to, as well as the message. So you'll need to go ahead and input the variables from the previous steps to get that message coming through as well. Then all you need to do is hit publish, hit save, make sure it's enabled. You can also test the flow if you wanted to. Only test it if you've ran the previous one, otherwise there's going to be no data in there. And that will give you then a weekly, monthly, or however often pulse report.